we've got basketball action from New Orleans, Louisiana, home of the Pelicans, here on 2K Sports. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. You look at the Bucks, they've lost their last 3 games, and guys, they'd like that streak to end tonight here.
Yeah, you know, it's really tough what they're going through right now. The situation they're in, doubt starts to creep in, especially as the losses mount, and that just makes them as a team more and more vulnerable.
You know, you're right on point with that.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Cole. His last outing, he had 8 points. Outside, Davis. Antetokounmpo against Evans. 6 to shoot. Davis kicks to Holiday. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Holiday's got 5 points so far. Last year, we saw Anthony Davis with a dramatically improved jump shot, especially Clark, compared to his rookie year.
Yeah, well, he rebuilt that jump shot, Kevin. He used to shoot from his chin, and it interfered with his vision. Now it's more to the side in the traditional manner, and it's become his signature shot.
Plumlee, the pass to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And it's Freak missing. Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to the Rockets in Houston.
And really, given how they performed offensively, guys, they just never had a chance.
Yeah, and you can see their frustration growing and growing as they continue to come up empty on their possessions. By the end, they were just happy to watch the clock wind down and move on.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Cunningham comes in for Tyreek Evans. And it's Pondexter in for Drew Holiday. Let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Alvin Gentry.
Yes, Kevin, the crucial aspect for them in his mind is going to be making things tough inside for their opponent. He said they're physical, they like to mix it up. If we don't respond in kind, they'll push us around and we'll get bullied all game. Back to you.
And thank you, Doris. Freak kicks to Antetokounmpo. Plumlee, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Substitution. Pelicans leading by 9. Davis and Asik in the middle. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. And it's Evans in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Pelicans 5. Screen by Asik. Clock at 6. Here's Davis. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Evans kicks to Gordon. There's the dish to Holiday. Davis setting the pick for Holiday. That one rolling around and rims out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Freak kicks to Parker. Bucks passing it around. Now here's Freak, guarded by Holiday. And again, the Bucks miss. The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against Detroit.
And the thing I took away from that one was just how valuable their guys coming off the bench were.
I thought the reserves were the difference in the game, Greg. I mean, a lot of the scoring came from the bench. This is just great anticipation. The putback jam.
Oh, he had some big-time intentions right there.
And those plays, guys, will give the entire team a boost.
Evans kicks to Holiday. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And it's Gordon penetrating. Shot clock at 5. Asik with the bucket.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Bucks trail by 13. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Middleton dishes to Monroe. And it's Freak missing.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Pelicans?
Well, they've come out of that locker room with a hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And so he hits both.
And we all know Drew Holiday is a tremendous talent. That's why he was traded for the draft picks that became Nerlens Noel 2 years ago and Elfrid Payton last season. Such impressive company that Holiday may be feeling the pressure to live up to it.
The 11-footer, not enough on that one as it misses. Pelicans leading by 15. Inside, here's Davis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And it's 9 points for Davis.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
And that one's good. Parker. Well, getting back to Holiday, we've seen the size, the court awareness, the change of pace moves he brings. Clark with a little more assertiveness and continued improvement on his jump shot. He'd be hard for anyone to keep up with.
Boy, I really like this young man's game. He's got tremendous natural ability and a great work ethic. I think he'll very well be one of the best guards in the league. Only 25 years old right now. Plenty of time to reach that potential.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
And we've finished one half of basketball. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our Freaks checked in for Chris Middleton. New Orleans leading by 11, setting the floor for the Bucks. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Jared Bayless is out there with Freak, and it's Monroe in at the 5 spot.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Rockets had a difficult game. He had 6 points, and he was able to dish out a few helpers to teammates as well. This has been a concern of his and the coaching staff lately, as he's hit a very rough patch and will be looking to turn things around in this one. Let's see if he does it, Kevin.
You're bringing it, Doris. Thank you so much. Thanks for that report. And I know, guys, he was pretty disappointed in that performance.
You know, would have been a lot easier for him to digest if they had somehow managed to win the game. But the disappointment really hits home when you struggle like he did, and that leads directly to a loss.
There's no doubting that. I mean, he's never going to shy away from the responsibility that comes with being a leader.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Holiday goes in. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And guys, for Drew Holiday last season was a tale of 2 halves. Over the first half, he displayed the leadership and the playmaking skills the team had originally acquired him for.
You know what, Kevin? Over the second half of the year, everything just kind of fell apart for Drew. He couldn't shake an injury to his lower right leg, and as a result, had to watch from the bench as his team fought for its playoff lives.
Here's Gordon, and he misses the fast break layup.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Pelicans leading by 13. Pass to Holiday. Back to Gordon. He kicks it to Davis. Just 4 to shoot. Let's go. Holiday, no one around him. And the Pelicans miss again. Bucks trail by 13. Out to Monroe. Shoots a fader. That is good. Monroe's got 4 this quarter.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Near the 3-point line, it's Gordon, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. And the Pelicans lead by 13. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And then for New Orleans, Omer Ashik. He's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Davis comes in for Ryan Anderson. And it's Drew Holiday in for Quincy Pondexter. The shot-blocking pair of Davis and Ashik inside. Norris Cole is out there with Holiday, and it's Cunningham in at the 3 slot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Outside Holiday, screened by Ashik. And Holiday kicks to Davis. And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Tyreek Evans is checked in for the Pelicans. Parker's checked in for the Bucks. Chris Middleton comes in for Vasquez. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. The Pelicans have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the 4th, 8 of 12. Holiday, the pass to Cole. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 8th assist here tonight.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Kicks to Davis. Baseline J on the way. That one a little long.
Move it. Move it.
Bucks have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. Screened by Monroe. Antetokounmpo dishes to Monroe. Stolen by Ashik. Evans against Antetokounmpo. Holiday up top. Here's the teardrop. And he lays it up and in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And that one's good. Parker.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pelicans.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost him. But, Clark, they really kept the ball under control.
I thought they were both focused and relentless, Kevin.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Anthony Davis. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ashik. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Ashik. Cunningham comes in for Anthony Davis. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Tyreek Evans. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for Drew Holiday. And then for Milwaukee, Plumlee, he's checked in for Monroe. John Henson comes in for Jabari Parker. And it's Mayo in for Antetokounmpo. Douglas against Mayo. Out to the wing. Pondexter kicks to Cole. 6 on the shot clock. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Freak with it. Lets the 3 fly off the mark. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. And Clark, the other, just searching for answers.
Well, Anthony, certainly a great win here tonight. What was the key to what this team is doing right now when you got
the 2K Sports postgame show?
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis. He was the engine that drove this team the whole night. And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.